What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with a review, a recap of sorts of the 2020 20th anniversary of the BET Awards, you guys. Um, so we all know that this was a virtual award show. So I'm just gonna go down the list of what I thought about the host, the show in itself, talk about the performances, as well as discuss the awards that were given out. So, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and just talk about the BET Awards 2020, hosted by Amanda Seales. All right, you guys. So the first thing we're going to start up with is the host. So, like I said, the host of this year's 2020 BET Awards was Amanda Seales. And again, it was done virtually. So Amanda Seales did it in her home in front of a green screen, much like what I have right behind me. I will say though that when I heard that Amanda Seales was hosting the BET Awards, I was like, okay, we kind of know what to expect from Amanda Seales. She's pro-black, she's unapologetically black, so I knew that she was going to incorporate some of that stuff into the show. So she did. She talked about Breonna Taylor. She actually mentioned that twice. She mentioned it at the beginning of the show and at the end of the show that Breonna Taylor's killers still have not been arrested. I know that one of the cops, the cop that was fired, he is trying to appeal him being fired. And I'm not even gonna get into that whole story. This is not that. So since the show was done virtually, I had my reservations about the show from the beginning. I was like, how's this gonna work? I was thinking, how the performance is gonna be. Are we gonna see people in their garages, in their backyards? What was the setup gonna be? And to my expectations, it was, I had relatively low expectations, but watching the show, I was like, wow, this is actually really good. Now, what I will say is, when it comes to the BET Awards, although it was good, you still realize that the audience is really what helps the show. You get to see the people's faces, reactions. You get to see the crowd, just interacting. So it was definitely something that was completely different, but it wasn't something that was bad. And I will say one thing about the BT Awards, I still don't understand why it was 3 hours long. But every year with the BT Awards, we usually go over by at least 10, or you go over 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or even 30 minutes. So it ended right at 10 o'clock last night because I'm recording this on Monday. But yeah, I thought it was okay. Now, like I said, it would have been, I think definitely the audience helps, fuel the BET Awards. That's one thing. Excuse me, yo. And when it comes down to Amanda Seales, I'm not knocking her as a host. I think she did an okay job. What I will say when it comes down to Amanda Seales is I just didn't find her jokes to be quite funny, and that's just me. I never really laughed at anything. Even with the Karen skit, it was I can't even say it was funny, but it was something like, oh, okay, I see what she doing. For me, this gave me a feel of, if you guys are too young to know, there was a show on BET back in the 2000s. It was called Cedar's World. This very much so gave me Cedar's World vibes. I don't know if it gave anybody else Cedar's World vibes, but it gave me Cedar's World vibes. Um, yeah, but yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna sit here and knock Amanda Seales because she did the best with what she had. So I'm definitely not gonna sit here and tear my sister down. I'm gonna lift her up. I'm gonna say what I didn't like, but I'm also say she did lift her up. I think she did a great job hosting. For me, her jokes just were not. They didn't connect with me. I didn't laugh. I didn't find it funny. But again, I think she did a great. I think she did a good job hosting, and like I said, she did it from her home. So shout out to Amanda Seales for that one. So I'm not gonna, I'm again, like I said, I'm not gonna knock her. I don't want to do that. I don't want to tear her down. So kudos to you, Amanda Seals. Let's move on to the performances I want to talk about. All right, you guys. So with the performances, I did know that the beat. I mean, I knew what to expect with this show, especially with the climate that we're in currently. But I didn't expect for the half. I didn't expect for that shit to be as sad and somber as it was. Because when it first started out, the first performance we got was Public Enemy, fight a 2020 version of Fight the Power. And I'm like, okay, now that I dug, I was feeling that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then we got the next person was Roddy Rich. So Roddy Rich, he performed the box, and he also did high fashion. Now I will say, and that's when I was like, oh wow. So the performances were some. I think the performances were really, really well done and executed. For me, the performances felt like we were in the 2000s and we were watching a music video. The performances were fantastic. I enjoyed some of the performances, not all of them, but some of them I definitely enjoyed. Um, so after Roddy Rich performed, John Legend came on singing "Never Break." Oh God, that was the turning point for me listening to him. Now I like John Legend in small doses, but man, when he started singing that song, I'm like, oh God, here we go with another sad song. I'm like, can we? I would have preferred it if BT had maybe done, sad song, upbeat song. Like, give us a balance. Like, don't keep me in my feelings the whole fucking time. Because it's what I felt like. I felt like I was just in my feelings for a whole 3 hours almost. Because it was just somber song after somber song after somber song. And there's no shade to John Legend. Like I do like John Legend I do like him, but there are certain songs by him that I definitely can say that's my shit. I fuck with that song. But yeah, this I mean again I knew that this shit was, I mean I knew that the BT Awards was gonna be unapologetically black, and I was here for that. But damn, did we have to go a whole almost 3 hours with just sad, sad, sad stuff? All right, you guys. So then the next performers were D Smoke and Sir, and they performed Black Habits. I did enjoy that performance. I really did. That it wasn't as it definitely wasn't as somber as John Legend was, but it was starting to lift you up just a little bit. I'm like, okay, cool, we're getting somewhere now. Then we start to pick up the pace of getting some upbeat songs to make you want to get up and just dance, have a good time. Don't just be all in your feels. Because the next person up was Megan Thee Stallion. She did her new song. I don't know what the name of the song is. I didn't get it. I should have got the song. But she did her new song, and then she did Savage Remix Queen Bee. Wanna Smoke With Me. Man, that's my shit. Now, what I will say about Megan Thee Stallion, that performance was every fucking thing. Megan did that. Now, I don't know where she was. I think they said that she was out in Las Vegas when she did that. That gave a music video T to the point. Like I was like, okay, Megan, you better do it. You better fuck it up, Megan. Um, so the next person that came up was the baby. The baby did his song Rockstar, and it has Roddy Rich on it. The one thing that I will say about a lot of the performances, they they made mention to Black Lives Matter. They made mention to um, people who've been murdered by the cops. Breonna Taylor. I think I saw somebody do George Floyd. I don't know if I saw anybody doing Ahmaud Arbery, but I know for a fact I saw people talk about Breonna Taylor and George Floyd. But that is one of the true things that definitely stood out to me. And then what else stood out to me was the fact that while the BET Awards was airing on BET, it was also airing on CBS as well. I'm like, ooh, Now this is interesting. Like, oh, and you know, I had the question. I'm like, oh, I know white people have to feel uncomfortable watching this award show on CBS, where you know every performance is in your face, all about blackness, and then even the commercials were pure black. Like there was one about doing black owned shopping and black owned businesses. It was like I said, even that commercial that Viola Davis did for what was it, L'Oreal, that was unapologetically black, and I was here for it. Um, the next performer was J Hood. She performed Young, Gifted, and Black" by Aretha Franklin, and then they showed a clip of the movie Respect. When I was watching that trailer, I'm like, uh oh, I think Jennifer finna get another Oscar for that role. Like she finna do Every White Part Two. She's gonna. I feel like another Oscar's coming in her future. The next performer was Anderson .Paak, and he did Lockdown. I will say I did enjoy his performance. It was a good one. And then we followed that up with a Wayne Brady who did a tribute to Little Richard. Now, when I originally heard that Wayne Brady was going to be on the BET Awards, I'm like, what is Wayne Brady going to do on the BET Awards? And then when I saw him do the Little Richard tribute, I'm like, okay, that was actually fitting of him to do it. He did a fantastic job. I enjoyed it immensely. I definitely have to say that I enjoyed that performance. Um, the next person we had was Alicia Keys. God, Alicia Keys. I like the song. Here we go again with some sad shit. Because the name of the song that she sang was called Perfect Way to Die. And then her performance was pretty cool. And I did like in the street that she had the names of people who had been killed by cops. My question for Alicia Keys was why was she screaming so much? Like that was the only question I had. Why was she screaming? So then the next performers were my girls Chloe and Halle. They did Forgive Me and Do It. And it is just so crazy to see that Chloe and Halle came from YouTube. They are on grownish, and now just look at how they're blossoming. Like my hat's off to those young ladies and Beyonce for grooming those two. They are a force to be reckoned with. I absolutely love Chloe and Halle. I love their album that they have out. I see good things for Chloe and Halle. Then the next person up was Summer Walker. She did Come Through, which is a song she has with Usher. It was, I was looking at Summer Walker and I couldn't get past, her new face, actually her new body. I'm like, did she have plastic surgery? But then I looked at it, I'm like, yep, she's definitely done it. I mean, I preferred her before. She was beautiful before, but she still looks good. I think that was a great performance. I think that's more of her element. I mean, I know she's, that's definitely more of her element. I know she felt at peace, at ease, just performing, with her people. The next two people that performed, one was Kane Brown and Jonathan McReynolds, and I think Jonathan McReynolds did People, and Kane Brown did Worldwide. Worldwide Beautiful. Now his song, I kind of had the side eye for it. I'm like, when we kept saying black and white, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna move on from that one. Now then, the last performance of the night, Karen and Kiara Clark Sheard brought the house down when they did Something Has to Break. I was like, yes, y'all better do that. That was amazing. All right, you guys. So now let's move over to the awards. Now with the awards, technically we gave out five, but it was really six awards. if you include the humanitarian award, but I noticed when it comes to the BET, I noticed lately with the BET awards, we don't get as many awards. I think they do most of them, outside of broadcast. So the first award was presented by Marseille Martin, and it was for the best female hip hop artist, and that award went to Megan Thee Stallion. And then the next award it went to so the next award was presented by Lizzo, and this was for video of the year, and it was the winners were John Legend, Nipsey Hussle, and DJ Khaled for Hire. Now, when did that song come out? When I thought that came, I thought all this stuff came out last year, just after he. Well, okay, if he's, yeah, I guess that would consider that would count, right? For 2020, no, no, that was 2019. Well, I guess I don't know how BET categorizes things, but the one thing that I could not get over was DJ Khaled with this painted at this beard, the beard and the hair. I'm like, bruh, we know that that is not all you. We know that you've added some paint to that. But go off. The next award was presented by Naomi Campbell, and it was for the Best International Act. And the winner of that was Burna Boy. And then the next award was presented by Dion Cole for Best Female R&B and Pop Artist, which went to Lizzo. I'm cool with that as well. Um, so the next award, it was presented by John David of Washington, and it was for Album of the Year, which went to Roddy Ricch. And then the last award of the night, this was presented by forever First Lady, Michelle Obama, because I don't know nothing about that other lady. And this was the Humanitarian Award, which was presented to Beyonce. And, if you guys don't know, I am a huge, huge Beyonce fan. I love Beyonce. I would love to meet Beyonce one day. It's gonna happen. Um, you know, they were talking about her Be Good campaign. People always talk about the fact that Beyonce doesn't give, but no one can really say what she does or doesn't do, because if y'all don't work with her, work for her, you can't say what she does and what she doesn't do. I respect J&B in the fact that they don't have to broadcast everything that they do. Because I always have a side eye for people who always, if they have to get on social media and say, oh, look what I donated this to this cause, I donated this to this cause, I gave to them, I did this, I did that, I don't, I look at people with a side eye who do that without a doubt, because, when you give to a person, you're supposed to give from your heart. You're supposed to give from your heart, and if you give from your heart, you don't really need any kind of recognition or validation to know I did something that was right I did something that was right, and I helped someone else. So that's why I have the utmost respect for Jay-Z and Beyonce, because they're not braggadocious. And again, like I said, they're not the type of people who say, well, I gave to Black Lives Matter, I also gave to the Black Caucus, I also gave to this cause, I also gave to that cause. Because at the end of the day, the only person who needs to know what you do, you, God, and an organization that you gave to. So I ain't got nothing but love for Beyonce and Jay-Z. And, when she accepted her award, she looked phenomenal. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, damn, she's gorgeous. Um, and then also they did show, a little teaser for Black is King, which will be on Disney Plus on July 31st. So you guys definitely check that out if you have Disney Plus when it comes out. Support Beyonce. So I don't know how long this video is. It might not be that long. I didn't intend for it to be a super duper long video. I just want to talk about the BET Awards. For it to be the 20th anniversary and it had to be virtual, I think BET did a fantastic job with it. I will say that. absolutely 100% did a good job with it. I think going forward they could do this. It doesn't necessarily have to be live. It could be pre-recorded, and that might cut down on how the length of the show. For one, I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, overall, I did enjoy the BT Awards. It was enjoyable for me. I had a good time with it. Minus all the sad songs, I still enjoyed the BT Awards. Huh. All right, guys. So that is it for the BT Awards. Be sure to like this video. Leave your comments. Tell me what you guys thought about it. And you guys, until the next one, please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and I will catch you guys later.